Okay, guys, so welcome back to Who Would Win, and this is basically where I talk about a bunch of characters, what would it be like if they fought, and you guys tell me in the comments below who you think would come out on top. And today we've got a team battle consisting of the Justice League, the 7 members of the Justice League, versus the 7 deadly sins themselves, the Homunculus. In a weird way, the Homunculus, to me, feel like a Justice League villain team. Like, they feel like something like an augmented version of the Royal Flush Gang, you know what I'm saying? So, Homunculus versus Justice League. Also, if you're wondering which incarnation of the Justice League I'm going to use, it's going to be the one from the Grant Morrison run. The one with just Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, and Wally West Flash, and Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. So that Justice League team. So this is obviously a team battle. This is obviously going to be a big team battle. And the big word I always look for in these team battles is the word cooperation. Reason being is because cooperation in a team is vital. You know, if your team doesn't cooperate, then you're going to be screwed, you know. So that's one thing we have here, is that we have the 7 deadly sins who are forced to work together for Father, but don't necessarily like each other. Well, whereas the Justice League have each other's backs dead on. Now, the way I kind of see each of the fights going down, like who would probably go against who, would probably be, it would probably be Superman versus Sloth, Batman versus Wrath, Kyle versus Pride, Flash versus Greed, Envy versus Martian Manhunter, Gluttony versus Aquaman, and Lust versus Wonder Woman. Although, now that maybe Wonder Woman would probably fight Gluttony, and Aquaman would fight Lust. Now that I think about it. Yeah, that actually makes more sense, that Aquaman would fight Lust, and Wonder Woman would fight Gluttony. Now, let's compare all of the powers of all the characters. Now, of course, we have Envy of the Homunculus, because we already know all about the Justice League. So, Envy, of course, is a shapeshifter. He can shapeshift his body, and much like the rest of the Homunculus, they have augmented superhuman strength, speed, and durability, and are really freaking hard to kill. They are really freaking hard to kill, and you may be thinking, well, the Homunculus have got to win because they'll kill, you know, they can kill, and the Justice League won't. Not necessarily. If they're fighting something that isn't human, or was human, in that regard, the Justice League will kind of cut loose, especially at this point with Wonder Woman and Aquaman. They'll especially wouldn't mind killing. So, when they find out, oh, they're not human? They're not even, like, real beings? Okay, I guess we can cut loose. And you don't want to hear the words of Superman saying, cut loose. Because I feel like Superman, even not holding back, would probably leave a few good hits on Sloth. But the problem is Sloth is so freaking powerful and so durable, it's really hard to bring him down. So Superman could be slugging away at Sloth, and Sloth would be like, this bothers me. I don't want to do this anymore. And Superman's like, what the hell? But trust me, when Superman really wants to punch somebody, Sloth is going to feel it. Then you, of course, have Martian Manhunter, who is an excellent shapeshifter, as well as telepath, flight, superhuman strength, heat vision. Even Clark has said, out of all the people in the world I don't want to fight, Jean is one of the top people I never want to get into a fist fight with, because he could beat me. Yeah, when Superman says he can, this guy can beat him, yeah, there's a reason to fear him. And, yeah, of course, not much else to say about the other characters, but the Homunculus, all of those characters each have their own unique abilities. And again, the Justice League is no stranger to people with freaky powers. Of course, you've got Pride with the shadow casting, Greed with his ultimate shield, you have Gluttony, who can literally frickin' eat anything, and be terrifying while doing it, and then you have, Envy, of course, another shapeshifter, and then you have, Pride, who can create darkness and, materialize things like the Darkness from Top Cow Comics. Wrath can literally see all of your movements and is an excellent sword fighter. Again, something I think Batman would be taken aback by. I think Bruce would be taken aback by how fast Wrath can move, and with that sword, and have the ability to see everything with his eye. So the big thing Batman, because I think those two would probably face off. I think the first thing Batman would do would kind of blind him, like try to find a way to blind Wrath or something of that capacity. Then you have Lust with her incredibly long fingers and very fast pace, she's very fast in her own right. Although now that I think about it, I think her and Flash would probably fight. Now that I think about it, because I think Lust would like trying to match Flash's speed with the swipes of her claws, and Wally be like, "Oh, nope, trim your nails, bitch." Oh man, but that's the thing. Wally is just so fast. He's, there was a point where, I don't care what current DC comics say, Wally is the fastest Flash. He is the fastest Flash. I don't care what anyone else says. Then, of course, you have Kyle, who at the time was wielding the most powerful incarnation of the Green Lantern ring, which could, had no effect of the color yellow, and was literally, the furthest he could go. He could do anything with his imagination. And trust me, that light is going to be a problem for Pride. That power over the the power of Kyle's ring is going to be a problem for Pride. So yeah, this is a tough fight, because I think as long as the Justice League stay as a coordinated team, they might come out on top. But then you have the Homunculus, who don't hold back, who are immortal and have tons of battle experience, but they've never really fought something like the Justice League. They've never really fought anything like the Justice League before, like this coordinated team of superpowered beings. Hell, I think even they would be like, I think the Bat Guy has superpowers too. Like, he was there, and now he's over here. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so that would be an interesting one, because the Homunculus themselves feel like a Justice League team, like a Justice League villain group. Excuse me. So yeah, I think this would be a really tough one. So you guys tell me in the comments below if you think the Justice League would win. Put hashtag Justice League wins and list off the reasons why you think the Justice League would come out on top. However, if you think the Homunculus would win, just list off the reasons why you think the Homunculus would come out on top in a matchup between these two teams. Really looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this. I don't talk a lot about Full Metal Alchemist, shame on me, but I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do a video involving this villain team who would probably give the Justice League a run for their money. But all in all, once again, hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.